Pharaoh. I used to sit him down, I had to walking down O'Farrell. Booming at the Motel 6 off Embarcadero. Puppet master, use a puppet stand, Pablo play Chapello. Plus I be pulling strings like a played the cello. She be peeking but ain't speaking, so I yelled out hello. I got 7 blue cars, think my next one gonna be yellow. Boy, I live like Donatello. I told him take it from the top, put a key, yeah, check ball. When I shoot the 3, ooh wee, it's a wet ball. Like Jordan, balling in my chains, 100 around my neck, dog. Yeah, take it from the top, on my mama, check ball. Check ball, check. Check ball, check. Yeah, check ball, check. Check ball, check. Check ball, check. Yeah, yeah.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Game 1. 2K Sports presents the playoffs of the NBA. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. We've got the San Antonio Spurs and New Orleans. Taking a look at New Orleans, a 3-game series, and they've definitely got the advantage with 2 games here at home. The question is, can they capitalize?
Kevin, I think it's so important to get off to a good start. You just can't assume because you have the home court advantage, you're going to win the series. You still have to play solid basketball.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. San Antonio making a switch here. Here's Curry. There's the pick. Pass to Posey. He's looking for Klingon and finds him. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Iverson with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I did have a chance to talk with head coach Quinn Snyder. We discussed their matchup against Stephen Curry, and coach told me we have to be active. We have to be intense. We need to deny him the ball and smother him when he does have it. We have to take away his breathing room. Well, we know what happens when you give Curry room to operate, guys. Back to you guys.
And Allie, thanks so much. San Antonio again missing.
Well, you like the competitive mindset there, trying to answer right back. It just didn't fall.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he can't get the first one.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that.
Absolutely. Now here's Iverson. And it's Kurlenko with the rebound. Not a fast start here for the Spurs. Searching for their first points of the game.
And his shooting stroke is about as pure as you'll find. Even in the biggest moments, Curry never loses that rhythm.
That's good from Stephen Curry. Stephen Curry hits them both.
You really don't even have to watch him at the line. Just listen for the net.
To the inside. And Shaq with the slam.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Pass to Bell. Good. And it's Iverson who picks up the assist. Bell's got 5 now.
Well, that's a shot where your coach is saying, no, and then, woo.
And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. It's tipped and stolen by Iverson. Here's O'Neal.
James Posey. First personal foul. First team foul. Coming onto the floor for New Orleans, number 49.
Here is Bell. He has 5. Kicks it out to Iverson. Curry with the steal. Here's Kirilenko. Bell with the block. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, here's Rollins. Off target from outside. Spurs trailed by 5. The 19-foot shot. Curry, good.
Well, he's so potent offensively. It's easy to draw up plays for him.
Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Rollins with the bucket.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Here's Curry. And Shaquille O'Neal pulls it down.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
Pass to Bell. Here's Rollins. Clock at 6. Now, here is Bell. From the arc. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession.
Substitution on the court.
And 1:01 left in the first. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Spurs. 6-point game. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
Nowitzki outside. There's the triple. Petrovic with the rebound. Spurs trailed by 6. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. To the middle. Here's Klingon. He takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Great pass to hit him in stride. Love to see teammates in sync with each other.
Stolen by Kirilenko. On its way from Curry for 2. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Curry's got 6. From deep, Walker. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. New Orleans on top, leading by just 2. And we'll be back right after this. And we welcome you back to 2K Sports coverage of the Western Conference semifinal. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
Here's Iverson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Iverson sneaks his way inside.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
New Orleans leading by 4. And he drives in. Iverson throws it down.
You gotta love Iverson's tenacity, especially when he's driving.
Here's George. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. George has got his first points of the night.
You have to stay up on him in that mid-range area. He's deadly for him.
Spurs trailed by 4. Pass to Powell. And Shaq pulls it down.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
And here's Iverson outside. Rebounded by Howard. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Stolen. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Taken away by Kidd. Miller surveying the floor. Beyond the arc. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Well, the defense was a little soft. He felt free to take that shot.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. In the lead. Over to the left wing. Pass to Bell. A 3-ball. Rebounded by Howard.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And they take the lead. Howard's got the lead up to 1 now for the Spurs. And Roy, here we go. This one for 3. Counting his second make in 4 attempts.
Well, that's a breakdown defensively. Can't afford to give him those kind of looks.
Here's George. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. The shot by Rollins, no good. San Antonio with the ball. Trailing by 2. And it's sent back by Russell. Fears with it. No scoring in this one.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Howard at the elbow. And it's slammed in by Howard.
That is a thunderous finish. Sky's the limit for young Mr. Howard.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
New Orleans shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. Both teams will make substitutions. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Miller with the ball. He's picked up by Walker. Fires for 3. That shot is no good, and he's 1 for 3 from the floor. Shoots from the baseline. A rebound by the Spurs. George up top. Kirilenko. And the rejection by Smith. Pass to Fear. Kicks it out to Nowitzki. 3-pointer. Buries the long-range jumper. Nowitzki's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. There's a good screen. Outside for George. Good in the assist to Kidd.
And that'll serve George well in his career. Lightning quick release.
Pass to Smith.
2 fouls for him now in the first half. He's going to have to be really smart going forward.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. No good on that one. And no good on the second free throw. So he goes 0 for 2 there.
And ever since he came straight out of high school into the NBA, there's always been a drive in Josh Smith. He plays like he's got something to prove.
5 on the clock. Kessler, no good. And so it's New Orleans with it. Nowitzki for 3. Kept alive. And it's Josh Smith with the finish.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that. kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. So the clock runs out with the score tied going into halftime. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Timeout Spurs.
And we're ready to get back into the action here in game one. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Now Iverson. Double up Iverson for three. Bell. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Here's Posey. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Oh, Iverson slicing and dicing. Fires from deep. No good from Bell. And here is Posey. Here's Howard. And Howard with the stuff.
And Howard's still a forceful finisher around the rim.
Iverson left side. Jacks up a three. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
Well, halftime is supposed to be for adjustments. I'm sure this isn't what they had in mind.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
And that one's good. Daniels has got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, they get one to fall. Now 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
It's Curry outside. And Shaq pulls it down. It's a neck-and-neck game in Detroit. Master Rollins lets it go with a three. Rebounded by Howard.
This is not how they wanted to start the second half. Just 1 of 5 so far.
Back to Curry. Launches it. He can't get it to go.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
O'Neal misses. It's tipped. Iverson outside. A rebound by the Spurs. Outside Curry. From the line. Here's Howard. And it's slammed in by Howard.
Yeah, a rookie with superb rebounding skills. Howard saves that play.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? To the paint. Curry with him. Iverson picks him up. Here's Kirilenko. Bell with the block. Down low. New Orleans moving it around. That gives them the lead. Rollins got 9.
Well, clearly some sort of defensive breakdown there. He is not the kind of guy you give room to at the arc.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Pass to George. And the rebound goes to Nowitzki. New Orleans in the lead. Three-pointer. And another three for New Orleans.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
George with no one around. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And keep an eye out for George from deep. Tons of room to grow there.
Pass to Fear. Inside. And Nowitzki has it in the corner. Shot clock at 5. Nowitzki inside.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
Yeah, you can see it in the hustle stat. These guys have come out with a different mindset and seem much more motivated here in the second half.
Pass to Kessler. Now Kirk. Looking to get it going. Rebound by Smith.
He has just struggled here offensively in the quarter.
The kick out to Walker. Now, here is Russell. Scoreless thus far. Shot from free throw range. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. New Orleans leads by 3. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Hi, guys. Well, Mark Daigneault was just reviewing the plan with his team. Coach wasn't very animated in this tight game, but asked this of his team. How bad do you want it? Right now, it's all about who wants it more. So go out there and take it, guys.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. Kessler. And a great assist by Kidd as that one goes in.
Well, you want Kessler involved in the offense. That's the kind of shot you look at.
And Walker throws it down.
Just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Pass to Petrovic. Overall, again, the Spurs good for 2.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see. Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Smith outside. Nowitzki outside. Over to the wing. And Jeremiah Fears gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Much better job of just taking care of the basketball, really putting the onus on the defense.
Here's Petrovic. Kessler the screen. To take the lead. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Well, Kessler to the rescue, using his size to win the rebound, and then quickly going on the attack himself.
Walker with a clean look. Hits the three-point bomb. Walker's got 5 points now this quarter.
All quarter long, he's been zeroed in and knocks down big shot after big shot here in the fourth.
Nowitzki. Jerk with the 3.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. He drills the 3.
both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Fears with it.
First personal foul. Second team.
And that one falls for Fears. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Yeah, he's a guy you want at the line, and clearly not affected by the moment.
Paul George knocks down the three.
Well, this is what he does, a proven scorer in the clutch.
And it's sent back by Howard.
And that'll be a huge weapon in Dwight Howard's career. Needs to use that size.
Curry fires. Misses the three.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a coach.
A three-pointer. Good.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
That those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
And he ends up missing both free throws. San Antonio trailing here. Outside Curry. Screen by Howard. Pocket pass to the paint, and he punches it home.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Iverson, strong move off the glass.
He's a difference maker. Iverson with all the shots in his arsenal and ready to deliver.
The critical possession right here.
Crowd on pins and needles, Kev.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Daniels, and it misses. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Curry on the fly. Oh, what a finish.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. In terms of strategy here, any thoughts?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
No doubt, but they might have to draw up something that the defense isn't expecting.
Nowitzki missed on the three. And so it's San Antonio who scraped by with the win.